When I came to China 30 years ago, there was absolutely no middle class. Everybody was equally poor. And in this period of time, we have seen China's middle class becoming the largest in the world. If you look at it from an Asia standpoint, by 2025, 66% of the world's middle class will be located in Asia.
About the trends in China, for sure, buzz and media impression is dead. And community management is dead. And so now all clients are obsessed by transformation, conversion, transformation. And so landing on something, an e-commerce platform, landing on e-commerce platform.
E-commerce is very much set up from an advocacy point. So consumers go on to the e-commerce environment to find out about new products. There's a whole discovery point. So there's a whole lot of entertainment in e-commerce. So it's not functional like it is in many of the developed markets, where essentially you're going to complete something to make your life simpler. In China, actually, in part, is about entertainment. It's about discovery. It's about finding out something new. So I think the environment is quite different, and hence our strategies need to be quite different in that regard as well.
Yet the culture obviously is very diverse. Having said that, there's always the universal human truth. I think people from different country or different ethnic groups still have, when they wake up in the morning, they still have the same fear and desire. They're still hungry, they get cold, they get sick. So those are the insight, the universal human truth that for us creative folks to work on.
I think the Asia is as digitally evolved as the rest of the world. Certainly there are degrees of development in terms of how digital is evolved in different countries. However, one thing I think I will point out is certainly in Asia, they'll be much more socially oriented, using social media platforms on mobile than probably any other part of the world. So brands need to engage in the brand conversation with consumers using social as a key tool.
When it comes to marketing controversial products, you've got to make every product controversial. If you don't have controversy, you have no discussion. If no one's talking about your products, no one's going to hear about it. This day and age in social media, digital, everything like that, it's all about getting people talking. Right? And one of the easiest, best ways to do that is with a little bit of controversy. And that usually comes down to like picking a side in something, right? Or taking up the cause for somebody, or just expressing your opinion. So once you do that, you're going to create controversy.
You can't do any good campaign, you can't do any campaign if you don't have a good partner on the brand side. I mean, you can be the best agency in the world. If you don't have someone smart on the other side, on the brand side, just forget it. You will go nowhere. So you need that. So I think it's great that the Cristal is in a way making educating clients on what's a good creation. I think this is super useful.
So I think the panel was really interesting. I mean, there was a broad cross-section of people on the panel. Like I said, basically Mondelez and me, Johnson, so we're on the panel, and both of our products are very similar in terms of they are, direct to consumer. And so I think even within that, it was interesting for me to see the differences. So I think there was different learning between each of the panelists, and hopefully the people in the audience as well got that.
To describe this festival in one word, I would say duality.
Wonderful.
I would say engaging.
Potential.
Tremendous.
I would call it mixed bag. MIX-BAG.
Very interesting.
Diverse.
Only one word. Networking.
Immersive.
And if I used a second word, I would also say informative.
French.
What we see now in this country is a real ecosystem that is breeding entrepreneurs, and Beijing, Shanghai, and many other cities in China, Shenzhen, are becoming incredible places where incredible companies are emerging because of the spirit of entrepreneurship. So it's a very exciting place to be in, and I want to congratulate the Cristal Festival for coming for the second time in 10 years in China, because this is definitely the right place to be.